Hi everyone, this is Deborah, and today I'm going to do a little bit of an update and also a bit of Q&A. So first of all, let's talk about the things that I've done to date. In particular, I had a lot of people talking or leaving me a comment about my lack of ironing of my squares. I have now corrected that, and in a couple of videos from now, because I did pre-record a number because I was going away, I have corrected that and ironed my pieces, and you can see that these have been ironed from where they were, these ones I have on the table. And how I've done that is with this. So this is Mary Ellen's Best Press, and this is just the most beautiful smell. This one is Linen Fresh. You can get it in all types of smells, but I love this one. And with that, I also have a spray misting bottle, and I got this from my local quilt shop, and it's just adorable. You've got all your little things on it. It's a Matilda's Own if you're looking for it, but I love it. I think it's just so cute. So I've been using that as well, and that has really helped with my pressing of my squares. And apologies to all the people who left me a comment saying I should iron. I'll press, and I'm now doing that. So I hope you'll forgive me for not doing that in the past. I also want to give a shout out to another channel, Sue, from a channel called From Small Things, and I'll leave a link in the description below, had given me a shout out the other day, and I had many people come across and let me know that she'd done that. So thank you very much, Sue, and if you want to see some beautiful quilting, go and have a look at her channel. Again, it's called From Small Things, and she does the most gorgeous work. So just a big thank you to Sue. Thank you also to everyone who left comments and suggested that I could use things like beads or ribbon or other things like that in my quilt to make them stand out, such as I've used the buttons and things here. It's much appreciated that you take the time to do that. And just to comment generally, I really love reading all the comments, and I do respond to all the comments. I had a comment asking me about the French laundry labels that I did show briefly in another video, and I realized that I hadn't shown that in detail. So this is one here, and what they are is they're just sort of like a ribbon thing. They come usually on a roll like this, or you can buy them individually, and I get them off Etsy, but they are what people would have sewn onto their clothes. So they have initials on them normally. This one is NM, but obviously they come in all different initials, and if you want to have a look at eBay or Etsy, you'll probably find them. I recently bought a packet from France. Let me just get that in shot for you. So this one here is a mixed packet, and it's got letters or initials, and it also has numbers, and they come in different sizes. I haven't even opened this, but in fact I don't know how to get into it. Oh, here it is. So I'll show you. This one has a number. That's 81. And then I have a big one in here. I've never seen a big one, so I'll take this one out and see what this one says. Oh, there you go. It says AG. So again, you get them in all different sizes. The normal size is this little one here, and I bought this pack of 100 just off Etsy, and it came from France to Australia. It was pretty quick. It took a couple of weeks, and the postage wasn't horrendous. So if you want to get some of those, just search on Etsy for French laundry labels, and you'll find that they come up. I want to give you a close-up look at some of the squares now, because this one is finished and some of the other ones I have are finished. There go the birds again. I did have a lot of comments about the birds that you can hear out my window, and also a lot of crows. We get a lot of crows around where I am. So this one here is done, and it has a yo-yo on it, or a Suffolk puff, and also one up the top here as well. And the other thing I did was sew a button down the bottom here, and that's all I'm going to do to that one. This one here is also done. Now, let me just get that in shot for you. I'm not sure if I did this one off camera or on camera because I can't remember anymore. Anyway, it's got a row of buttons along here. It's got one of the little Tim Holtz stitch things here, which I can get that in shot for you, hopefully. I don't want to move these around too much and make you all feel sick. There we go. That's one of them. And what else did I put on it? Oh, and it's just got a yo-yo on it as well. I might try and get the camera in a bit closer so you can see. The next one is my lace one, and I have decided not to do anything else with it. The consensus seemed to be that this was fine just how it was, so that's how it's going to stay. I haven't put anything on this one. I'm thinking about putting something on. I also have this one. That yo-yo is only pinned on there. These two are sewn with buttons on top, and I've got the thread that I stitched onto there as well. And then this next one here is the one that I did show you before. I think I did put a button on here, and I'll just bring that up to camera because it's the loveliest button. Let me get that on camera for you so you can see it. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? It's actually gorgeous. It's got a math equation on it, and I do have more of those. And then I've put the little Tim Holtz thing on here. So that's there. It's like just got 3 stitches on it, that one. And I think that's about all on that one. So I think that I probably am not going to put any more on that one except for that yo-yo. So with this one, I've put a button on and stitched that on with some tapestry thread. I've put my butterfly, my big butterfly that I got from Urano on there, and also the center of a doily. The rest has been stitched on, including this bit of lace ribbon that I had on both sides. And I'm not sure that you actually even saw this one. In fact, I'm pretty confident that I didn't do this one on camera. With this one, I added the French laundry label here, and I added a little center of a doily there, and that's all I've done with that one. I think that I might do something else, but at the moment I probably won't. And then this next one is actually the one that I was stitching at the caravan park in Lightning Ridge. If you've seen that video that I did the other day when we were in Lightning Ridge, you'll see me stitching this. I've stitched the button on there. I got these buttons off Etsy, and they've got all different, they're clocks, but they've got all different things in them, and you'll see them popping up through the quilt. And the other thing I did was do this hand stitching here. So I've done that. Let me put that up to the camera for you so you can see it. It's sort of, everything's backwards in the camera. That's why I struggle to see where things are. Sorry about that. So you can see there, I've done just some XXXs across the bottom of part of the doily. And that's not really doing much. It's just there for decorative stuff, really. So that's all I've done with that one. And this is the last one that I'll show you. So all I've done with this one, apart from the original lay down of the lace and fabric, are these 3 yo-yos here. And with these are pieces of lace embellishments, so they're not attached to anything. And I've sewn a couple of them on top of each other. I may sew down that bit of leaf there because that's bothering me. But anyway, and I've also started to use some fabric because I'm using the yo-yos. I thought I'd bring some fabric in as well. And that's all I've done to date. So that's all for today. Just a little bonus episode showing you what I've been up to, and I will catch you next time. This is Deborah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.